Hello and welcome to ErfDragon Bricks. If you had joined me on the last video, you'll know that I rebuilt this newspaper version of the Imperial shuttle from Return of the Jedi. This year is 2021 and we recently had the May the 4th event, so I will be building this one today. So roll the credits and I'll give you more information. Okay, so as I said, this was the last video that I've done. For what it is, it's a fairly decent version of this ship. It looks quite nice, it looks quite pretty and everything else. And I love that the fact that the wings come up and they don't quite shut, which is exactly like the ship in the movie. So that's what I did last week. So if you haven't seen that video, I'll put a link somewhere for you to go and check that video first before watching this one. But today we're going to be going through this one, which is the 2021 May the 4th with you freebie that came with purchase. As I said last time, initially I thought this was the same exact model as that one, but there are significant differences which you hopefully will see once I open this pack and get on with it. And then what I'll do at the end is I will do a comparison between this one and the original version. So let's go and catch you in a minute. Okay, so that was my second Lego Star Wars Imperial shuttle. What did you think? Did you prefer this design to the previous one? Let's have a look at them and compare the two. So the previous one, as I've said, was this smaller version. That was the biggest difference between the two. And things I like about it, the black window, the wings fold down and they actually stop at a certain point. Same here, they stop at a certain point, which is quite good, so it keeps it, you know, uniform. They use the binocular things for the guns, the side guns. Got a nice little grey detailing there to give it sort of deco, you know, like the deco on the actual build. It had these little side panels that kept it together, but I've added a few additional bits just to try and cover up these studs a little bit. So that's something I've added on the separate to that, but they're not actually part of this particular build. And then you've got these three little studs at the bottom for the base, and the head moves can move up, and it's all kind of sticks in place. But I usually keep it about there. So that's that one. The new one, this one we've done today, is a lot bigger. So the first thing you notice, let me just put these wings up so you can see the difference. So the biggest thing to notice is it's bigger in size. It's not massively bigger, but it's definitely bigger in size. Oh, and also I forgot to mention the jets at the back. I don't know if you can see them. You can barely see them on this one. This one, they are prominent, which is good because the actual, if you think of the ship in the series, that is prominent. What would have been nice though, and this is just a nitpick more than anything else, is, you know, they got those half circle pieces, not the quarter circles, but the actual half circles. If they had that in clear blue, that would have made this even nicer, because then you had a nice rounded end on that, and made these pieces so that you could fit it on the end. Not a big thing, but I think that would have made that look that little bit more accurate. But I'll have to check the pictures as well. But I think that's my only thing I would say. But it's a lot bigger. The wings, now the wings do come down all the way, which isn't completely screen accurate. It doesn't stop at a certain point, unlike the other one did. It would have been nice if it had a certain way where it would stop a bit sooner. Now maybe what I'll do is put those up a bit so that it does that. But that's probably my only main gripe with that, is that you have to make sure you put it in the right place. But in terms of the shape and design, it's a lot more like the shuttle from the movies. They've got a clear window instead of a black window. I personally would have preferred a black window, but I did sort of have a look at it, and it didn't quite look, on this model, it didn't quite look right with the black window. But maybe a darker tinted window might have worked a little bit more. Because in the movies, it is pure black. If you look at all the models and everything else, the windscreen is completely black. There's no clarity. You can't see through it or anything. So I think it would have been nice to have that darker or whatever. But it still works with this one. The other difference is the cannons. I don't know if you can see. There are actually 4 separate cannons this time round, which is quite a nice touch. And you've got additional cannons at the front here. Different light weapons are here. So I thought it was quite a nice little touch. On the side, the paneling, the actual detailing is a bit different, but there's a bit more to it. It's not just one straight line. There's like a lot of different elements to it. And this piece here is one large piece, whereas on this one, I believe it was, if I remember rightly, it's lots of different smaller pieces to make that shape. Whereas this one, and it might have been made specially for this, I don't know. That is one solid piece. So this whole section here is one solid piece, which I think is quite good. The other detailing I like is the vents at the front. I thought that was quite a nice little a touch, and the back kind of elevates a bit. This comes off quite easily. I think the word is clutch power, I believe is the right word. The clutch power on this is not as good as it could be. This could definitely be a lot tighter. Maybe if I can get another one of those pieces, replace it and put something that's a bit more, the clutches a bit more. But that's one thing I would say isn't so good. The other thing I like about it as well is this curved bit on the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. Whereas on the previous one, it's literally, let me just compare them. On the previous one, that's quite straight. That's very, very blocky. But on this one, you've got that nice little curved edge. You can see there. Compare the two, you can see that little curved edge. So in terms of that, it's a lot more shapely, and I really like that. The one thing I would say that is good, apart from the other bits I've said this already, is the wings. When it's folded up, they don't go any further than that. not without the wings coming off. So it does actually stop there, so it looks good when it's sitting down. And I also like, I don't know if you can see very well, but they put these little curved pieces, the half curved pieces on the side, which I think is great because the actual model, the actual craft itself does have curved edges on the sides. So I thought that was quite nice, and they made it look as much like the ship from the movies as possible. But what do you think? I personally like it. I think it's a really great model, a really great improvement on the previous one. Both I got free, one from a newspaper, one from the May 2021 May the 4th with promotion. But what do you think? Which do you prefer, the first one or the second one? I'll put some more pictures at the end of this video so you can compare them, but let me know what you think. And you know what? If I can, and if I remember, I might even put a poll and say which one do you like the best. It'd be interesting to see what people think. I personally like the second one better. I just think it's that much nicer. But as I said, I think it'd be good if the wings would actually stop at a certain point. I think that would be a great thing. And also that the clutch power on the top would be more solid. But other than that, I like that design. But what do you think? What's your thoughts? So if you have liked this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. That way more people who are enthusiastic like yourself can enjoy this kind of content. If you do want to see the next episode in this particular series, make sure that you're subscribed, you've ticked that notification bell so you don't miss that video, and I will try to keep this channel going with new and different content for you, with new animations and stuff like that. And I have other projects like cars, Harry Potter, animals, Ninjago, and a few other different projects in the pipeline. And so until next time, keep bricking it. Bye bye now. Okay, so Shuttle 2. Now I'm going to break and take a lunch. Yeah.